Alrighty guys, so welcome back to my channel today, and we are doing a brand new video today. So today I am doing another Sims 4 speed build, but it's a build challenge speed build. Of course it always is, because it's lit and it's amazing. So I am doing Ashaife's build challenge for July. If you want to check it out, I will link her Twitter down below along with her Twitch page, because she's pretty cool, pretty lit. She's cool AF, as fadoodles as always. But anyway, so I really love this build challenge a lot, because it actually consists of 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and a study, and the kitchen and living room is all open planned. So it's pretty cool. And I kind of got the vibe of a bungalow vibe of this when building it. But as I kind of started building it more, I kind of got more of a coastal, beachy vibe. But I wasn't seeing it when I was building at, 1 a.m. in the morning. It's currently 6 a.m. in the morning when I'm doing this voiceover. Because what happened yesterday, well, I'll get into that story of my life, what happened yesterday, in a minute. But yeah, this build took me about 2.5 hours to do. It was totally worth it. I loved it all the way. And I guess whenever I do build challenges, it allows me to be creative in my own style, but also stick to what the house plans look like. But it also gives me creative freedom. And that's the whole point about these build challenges, to practice your building skills and get better at building and kind of be creative in your own natural way, but also think outside of the box. And that's the whole point about doing all these challenges. And I want to spread the word about everything, and it's amazing and I love it. So definitely check it out. So I did my build challenge on Friday, then I did Rory's on a live stream on Saturday, which was yesterday on Twitch, and then I'm doing one today for Ashaife. So then I might do another one on Friday for Irrelevant Sims. That is a mid-century modern build, which I already have built already, and it's going to be really cool, and I love it already. So, either way, I think now I can tell you my story time of what happened Saturday. All day Saturday. So what happened on Saturday? I woke up at 10 a.m. and I turned on my computer, started doing some Twitch renovations of my Twitch page, and afterwards I went downstairs to eat some food, because I gotta eat some food before I live stream. I was only planning to stream for 3 hours, because I was trying to get back into live stream, because I haven't live streamed in about 3 weeks, because I went away, and I was also pre-recording for the entire month of June, and I didn't have time to live stream, because sometimes I live stream about 6 hours, long hours, but I did not plan this. I did not plan my live stream right, because what happened was I live streamed for 7.5 hours straight without even stopping. I didn't take any breaks. I only drank water and some pretzels, and I live streamed for 7.5 hours. That was a big giant mistake, but it wasn't, because it was so much fun. I feel like whenever you're doing something that you really love, and you just don't pay attention to the time, and you have people who are interacting with you, it just gets better and better, and you don't want to stop, and you just don't want to leave, because it's so much fun. And yeah, so I wasn't even tired at all. I was enjoying myself. I was enjoying myself with my friends, and well, my friends who are you guys who watch my videos and also my live streams, and Hope Sims watches all my live streams. She's always there. She's always lit. She's always amazing. So is Thomas and UK Simmer and MC McG family. Chris, you're amazing. Everyone is just amazing. Anyway, so I did not even plan to stream for 7.5 hours, but I was doing Roy's build challenge, and then I did the 100 baby challenge, and then I started doing a fairy tale hideout build just because I wanted to. But somehow I managed to get over 330 new followers on Twitch, and I'm literally only kind of 100 some odd away to 2,000 followers on Twitch. That's mind blowing. That's crazy. But I'm not complaining, because it's pretty cool and I like it, and I just love it. And I feel like people follow because of The Sims, which is awesome. Well, The Sims who like The Sims 4. So I'm like, that's pretty cool. I love The Sims 4, and it's amazing. That's why I build it every single day, and that's why I do it all the time. So that's my life. And then after I did my live stream, I went downstairs, eat some food, watched a movie, and then I fell asleep for 5 hours. Woke back up at midnight the next day, turned on my computer, and here I am 6 hours later doing a voiceover, because I did this build, and I did some other stuff as well, watching Netflix, researching some stuff, and everything like that. So anyway, if you guys did not watch my video that I did on Friday for my build challenge, you would know that I quote-unquote ranted about Toy Story and, well, Pixar in general, about Toy Story and Incredibles and how that's just outrageously crazy about the time span. Oh my gosh, that time span is outrageous. I will get to that in a minute, but I was researching because I don't really research the dates of when the movies come out, really. Only the most recent ones that I kind of do. But I found out that Toy Story 1 came out in 1995. Oh my gosh, I wasn't even born. I was literally a year before I was born. I was born in 1996 in February. That came out then. That was pretty awesome. Then Toy Story 2 came out in 1999. And then they took like a 11-year hiatus from Toy Story because I feel like when they, I don't know if they, I kind of frankly remember them saying, oh, we're not going to do Toy Story 3 or with like blah, 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 whatever. Because the creator of Toy Story was, the directors, or it might be multiple ones, was John, Lee, and Ash. Like those three people who made Toy Story. I guess they took a 11-year hiatus saying that they're not going to make it because it was really weird because Andy was still a child because Toy Story 2 ended with Jesse and, Woody, Buzz Lightyear, and the rest of the gang. And it had Jesse, Bullseye, and that was it because the prosecutor ended up leaving he was adopted, quote unquote, adopted by this little girl, and Barbie was with him. It was really a weird movie. You have to watch it. It's on something. But let me read you the storyline of Toy Story 2 because I want you guys to understand the storyline. So it said Woody was stolen from his home by a toy dealer named Al McWiggins, leaving Buzz Lightyear and the rest of the gang to try to rescue him. But when Woody discovers that he's actually a valuable collectible from a once popular television show called Woody's Roundup, and his reunited with his horse Bullseye, Jesse the yodeling cowgirl, and his faithful sidekick Sticky Pete the prosecutor, he doesn't want to leave. So when Woody found out he was a popular collector's item, and from this popular TV show, he had his own TV show, his own merchandise, his own even Slinky. Like he was so baffled with all this popularity that he had, like he didn't want to leave his TV show gang, and he didn't want to leave him hanging. But what happened was, like, when he wanted to leave, Sticky Pete, like, literally just did not want to do that. Because what happened was that they were always in boxes. Like, Jessie was abandoned by her, her owner. And so she went into storage, went to a box, and she was in storage for so long that she could not actually cope with, like, being put into that box. Like, being in a box for, like, many years can really kind of damage a person, like damage a person's soul or a toy's soul. Cause toys are people too. They come to life. They're real. When you're not in your room, they come to life when you don't even know it. Okay. So yeah, Jesse didn't want to go back to the box, and then Pete didn't want to go back into the box. And so after that, they had a big fight, and Sticky Pete got his his little axe thing and kind of tore Woody's arm and ripped it a little bit more. And when the toy dealer Al, because he owns this toy barn, Al's barn store, whatever it's called, it was really weird. He was a weird man. He was in a chicken suit. It was all sorts of crazy. You have to watch the trailer, the movie, you just gotta watch it. You just have to watch it, okay? So, yeah, so when he found that out, he had to get Woody fixed because he was making this big deal from this toy company in Japan, and he was going to get a lot of money for it. And so when when Buzz Lightyear and the rest of the gang were trying to rescue him, they were going through a phase, like saying, I don't know what we're going to do. So they kind of ran into a hassle with, Zurg, who was actually Buzz Lightyear's father. What? Yeah, did not know that when I found that out when I watched the actual movie. Because when I found that out, I was like, that kind of makes sense a little bit more, because it was kind of weird because it was just weird. Because, they were both in space, and Zurg kind of hates Buzz. It's kind of like it's kind of like Luke Skywalker and Darth Vader. I don't think they're really related though, but that kind of thing. So I feel like it's kind of in that same kind of genre. Who knows? But yeah, that was the thing. So after that, they kind of found another Buzz who was a decoy, because when they went to Al's barn shop to find Woody, they thought Woody was in there. They found this whole section about just a whole section of just Buzz Lightyear dolls all lined up in one row. It all lined up in one section. Like Buzz Lightyear had his own aisle of toys, just of him. And so when, like, you know, the activation of the Buzz Lightyear toys came to life, one of them snuck out, put the actual Buzz into one of the boxes, kept him in there. But because Buzz Lightyear has two modes, he has the gameplay mode and also a normal mode, where with his like game mode is where he's like an actual action figure and just like repeat star command, repeat star command. I'm at this random place, and has his little lighter on his wrist, thinking it's like an actual laser. That laser is fake AF as for doodles. Like clearly it is, and he thinks he thinks he's an actual space ranger, but he's not. So after they found the actual Buzz Lightyear, they continued their search with tour guide Barbie and Mr. Piggy and everyone else in the gang. So they went across the street to the hotel, because Al lives literally right across the street of his actual barn place that he works at or owns. And so they found Woody and everything like that, and all ends in well. And when they were too late, Jesse, Woody, Pete, and Bullseye were all in a box. They went into Al's trunk, and Al went to the airport to go, you know, ship the collectors, Woody's Roundup gang, to Japan to sell. And so when they got to the airport, what happened was that Buzz Lightyear and the gang got all the stuff ready to go. They found Woody, found Pete, but Pete would not allow it. So Pete was kind of fighting back this whole situation. Pete is a very, very, you know, interesting toy that I don't like at all. And so that happened. And so all at the very end of the story, they rescued Woody. They had Jesse, and they added Bullseye to the gang. And so Pete ended up being in some random girl's backpack with a random Barbie doll in the next to him. And that was the end of Sticky Pete the prosecutor. No longer to be seen ever again. And so afterwards, everything was fine. And so I guess it took like an 11-year hiatus afterwards, so they didn't know what they were going to do with the continuation of the story. So I guess the fans, and mostly me, was outraged, like, hello, give me a third movie. So after that, I guess they were trying to figure out how they were going to end the story, because it was about time. Like, they can't really continue Andy's story because he's still a child. So they had to end it somehow and continue on with, like, you know, a Toy Story vibe. So they ended up going to Toy Story 3 with Andy going to college, trying to get rid of his toys or donating them or whatever and stuff like that. Yeah, you can watch my speedbuild on Friday, which you can watch my speedbuild that I did last Friday to get the story of what it all consists of, what I was talking about that. So enough about Toy Story. I want to talk about The Incredibles. So Incredibles 1 came out in 2004. Okay, 2004. It's 2017, you know, 13 years. But guess when Incredibles 2 comes out? 2018, 14 years? What? I'm not waiting until I'm 22. I don't have time for that. But in Toy Story 4, it comes out in 2019. Yeah. Can you tell I'm stressed and upset? I am, though. I'm just rather upset right now. I just can't. So, yeah, enough of that. But what is the storyline for Incredibles 2, though? I kind of want to know, because it's 2017. It's a 3D computer animated superhero film with a sequel of Incredibles, blah, 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 blah. Really no information just yet. They said the release date is June 15th, 2018 for Incredibles 2. But then Toy Story 4 comes out in 2019, and they say June 21st, 2019. So it has Woody reunites with Bo Peep. What? I don't understand. It's only an hour and 30 minutes long. So an hour and a half. They have to elaborate that story a little bit more for me to be more interested into that area, because I don't know. And so, if you don't know the movie Cars, Pixar Cars, so Cars 1 came out in 2006. That was awesome. And then Cars 2 came out in 2011. And then Cars 3 came out in 2017. So I'm feeling like these movie producers are kind of taking a gap from popular movie demands for a little while, even though Frozen literally came out in 2014, I think, and had another reboot the next year, which I'm not mad about that at all. But I love Frozen. Frozen was a cool movie. It had a lot of musical features in there. I loved it to death. And so Cars 3, if you have not seen Cars 3, you should definitely watch it. I was shocked and appalled when that happened. Let me just tell you. But, let's just say, if you didn't see the trailer, I will link the trailer down below for you guys to watch the trailer, because I think you should get a more of understanding that Lightning McQueen did not die, okay? He did not die. He's all fine. But he was just he retired from racing. Let's just say that he retired from racing, but you gotta watch the entire movie. It's in theaters actually right now, so you can go and watch it if you want. It's really, really cool. I love it a lot. So my next Pixar film that I want to talk about is, what is it? Finding Nemo. So Finding Nemo was a really nice Pixar movie that was it was very heartwarming too. It came out in 2003, which is pretty awesome. Not before my time. I was actually born that when it came out, which is pretty cool. And it was really cool that Dory was played by Ellen DeGeneres, because when I found that, I was like, wait, what? Hold up, what? I was like, that voice sounds so familiar. Like, where have I heard that voice from? Oh, it's Ellen. Ellen's amazing. And then they made another movie in 2016, which was Ellen DeGeneres, Marlin, who was in the Nemo, and Dory was called Finding Dory. So Dory has short-term memory loss because she can't find her parents. So in that whole entire movie, she was just trying to find and reunite with her parents, and that was what it was. And later at the very end, she did find her parents, which is pretty awesome, and was kind of glad about that. So happy ending for Dory. Awesome, awesome, awesome. And Finding Nemo was pretty much just Finding Nemo. That was all it. So that's the end of that Pixar story from me of this video. But, if you don't know what Monster Inc. is a very, very popular movie. I went to Disney to VidCon and I rode the Monsters Inc. ride. It was pretty awesome. I loved it. I love Boo. Amazing. I love the pieces. It's awesome. It came out in 2001, and then Monsters University, which is pretty much going back to Mike Wazowski's and Sully's back in college time. That movie came out in 2013. So 12 years later, they're like, oh, let's do another reboot of the movie. Let's make them go to university. And so they did, and that's what happened. But I like James P. Sullivan, not Sully. Oh, no, Sully is what Mike Wazowski calls him, Sully. But Kitty is what Boo calls Mike was yeah, that's it. Anywho, I will continue the Pixar story on Friday for you guys, but either way, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you think down in the comments below as always. And check out this challenge, and I will see you guys all in the very next video. Bye!